Hello, hello, hello again. Welcome to another episode of Pussy Magic and Musings. I'm Sierra Sullivan, your host. Excited for where this wants to go, and I would love feedback and thoughts from you ladies of what would be beneficial to hear from me, because I can ramble on about all sorts of things forever and ever and ever, but I would love to hear from you. So if you're watching this, please do give me a little shout out of what feels like something you'd want to know. Anywho, today's topic is about what does the term pussified mean. I use that term a lot. I first heard of it through the School of Womanly Arts, and it's funny. Just as I was about to step into this broadcast, I looked it up online because I'm like, well, what does it say online? And it's funny because what it says online is very different than the way I understand it. And of course, if you Google anything with the word pussy in it online, if you don't get Pussy Riot information on the punk band Pussy Riot, you're going to get a lot of really interesting, not so empowering topics and conversations and images that aren't great for what is actually happening in the Pussy Revolution. The opposite of actually why the Pussy Revolution is necessary. But the term pussified, I guess, traditionally, as same as the word pussy, has been used to describe weakness and softness. So, of course, but as we reclaim many, many, many terms, including the term pussy in this new, I call it the new paradigm of evolution on this planet, world, as my friend likes to say, world creation 2.0. The word pussified actually to me means, and how I learned it and how I use it, it means to actually, soften, sure, but to make things feel good, to create a way of being or existing or spaciousness in a way that feels yummy, that it feels delicious, just like a pussy, right? And that it does feel soft and inviting and feminine. So some ways that the word pussified could be explained as is, like for example, in Regina's book, the book Pussy, and I think a few other what is the name of her first book? I'm blanking right now, but she uses the term pussified to, like, she calls it pussify your underwear drawer. Like, my underwear drawer right now definitely needs to be pussified, meaning I've got ratty ass underwear that has lost its elastic. I've got underwear that has been bled on because of just period overflow. I've got underwear that's not made it through very well from washings. I'm not the type of girl that does my laundry in a pussified way. Throw everything in, don't do a lot of hand washing, and then trust that it'll sort itself out. I think I do need to actually shift that because I need to take better care of my things, but and not be in the indoctrination of throwaway culture. So, outing myself right now around that, and definitely looking to be improved in that area. But regardless of that right now, to pussify my underwear drawer would mean to go through, clear out underwear that just doesn't feel good, doesn't look good, and has had its heyday, and replace it with really yummy, divine underwear. Practical underwear, sporty underwear, and sexy underwear. Whatever underwear makes me feel really good. So that would be a definition, an example of how to pussify something. Another thing is a friend of mine, dear soul sister, and I are going into some collaborative agreements together. We're working on some projects, which I'm very excited will be coming up in a few months. And we created what we call the Pussified Operating Agreement. So it was our partnership agreement, but from a place of how can we literally honor our pussies, meaning not get dry pussies in the ways of having to do things that feel like they're going to dry our pussy out. And I've talked in previous episodes about how to actually listen to your pussy and make things more pleasurable and the importance of that. So if you if you haven't caught those episodes, you can scroll back. I don't remember which one specifically, but it's all in the title. And it was really cool to create a pussified operating agreement. And what makes it pussified, in addition to what we included in the operating agreement itself, was that that it was fun to create, that we actually used language that was beyond the typical legalese, and we actually just put in things that felt good, including the use of the word pussy. So that felt really good. That was really fun. So to pussify anything is, in essence, to create it in a way that feels good, even if it is outside of the box, it's in some way, and to have it feel inviting, to have it feel yummy, to make it feel like you have the expansiveness and the pleasure, actually, that is important in anything that we have in our lives as women, I think. I think men enjoy some pussified things too, like when a man walks into a space, a woman's home, or even a man's home, or even his own home, and it feels good, like it feels good. Not necessarily a man would pussify his home, but it feels yummy and inviting. I think it's felt, right? It's like where the divine feminine resides. And how can we bring more of that divine feminine essence of nurturing and beauty and sacred and all sorts of juicy, yummy ways? You know, how do we express that side of ourselves in any area? Our organization, our business, our homes, our relationships, our self-talk, our body image, or workouts rather. How do we pussify? How do we make it more aligned with our divine feminine nature? Which is something that still to this day, although it's changing, is something that many of us, including myself, who has been teaching this for a long time, may often have a hard time bringing forth, because we're trained to be not so pussified in the world. And the fact that pussified is even a slang term, why would anybody want to be pussified? But here we are in this tribe, reclaiming and redefining and bringing forth the power of pussy, the love of pussy, the deep desire to be connected and fully in alignment in the sacred nature of what pussy can offer us in the world. And so having more pussified creations in the world, I think, is a very good thing. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. What have you pussified lately? What do you need to pussify? Maybe, like me, your underwear drawer. There's a few other things I need to pussify, like my desktop. My desktop on my computer is a hot mess, so I could pussify that a bit more. Lots of things. So thank you so much for tuning in to this pussified episode of Pussy, Magic, and Musings. And again, I'm Sarah Sullivan. People know me as the Pussy Oracle and a sacred journey guide for women and couples. So thanks again for being here, and I look forward to your comments, and I look forward to next week. I'm here every Tuesday at 2:22 p.m. Pacific time for this Facebook Live. I hope to see you live here one of these days soon. Take care. Ciao.